We are here at Whole Foods. I want to show you how to make a beautiful, quick and easy vase arrangement with the tulips that you might buy for Mother's Day, adding some greens and filler. And with less interaction out there, we want to make sure you're empowered to not just feel comfortable picking stuff up, bringing it home, but making as beautiful of a vase arrangement easily as you might get someone who may be an expert to do it. So I know you can do this too. So you can look at my other video. I showed how to clean the tulips. It's not absolutely necessary, but it is a nice way to help keep your water fresher. When you're ready, you want to get your vase, put water in about 2/3 of the way, and I really recommend keeping your water clean by changing it every couple days. That will extend how long you get to enjoy your beautiful flowers. Now, you know about those little food packets. You can put those in there, but the other thing you can do that you may not know about is simply put a drop of dish soap or a little bit of bleach, because the big thing is we want to, again, keep the water clean. We want to disinfect, and that's going to allow your flowers to stay alive. So that's how you get set up. Here we are, and now you're going to see in just like a couple minutes we're going to put this together. So in this case, I have a bunch of greens, and I have a bunch of what we call a filler flower. And we're going to put this together, and you're going to be amazed at how easy it is. So I'm going to start with the greens. Now, these greens have some nice thick stems, and they're already kind of arranged in a way that they create almost kind of a web for other flowers to go in. So I'm going to measure this against my vase and see, well, this seems a little tall. So I might want to get it a little bit more like that. So I'm going to do that little measurement, and I'm going to take my clippers, whatever I have. You might have some nice scissors, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut this. So I'm going to take the rubber band off first. And then I'm going to do my little measurement. You know, cut less. You can always cut more. So it's okay to cut it in a couple goes. But I'm going to go ahead and, based on my eyeballing, a couple dry leaves, and then I can drop it in and see, oh, okay, that worked pretty well. That's a nice place to start. I can always take one out if I want to get one thing a little bit shorter. I could say, oh, okay, well, just want to get that shorter. You can always take some of the lower stems off if you want less crowding in the vase, or you want to keep your vase a little bit clearer. So I might just do that a little bit here, grab a couple of these lower ones off. And now these are spread out, and they're going to be the base of my arrangement. Now from here, I'm going to take this filler, and I'm going to do something similar. First, this comes out, and this is very tall, and I want these to be interspersed. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut these a bit lower. Again, I'm starting here, and then I can always cut individual stems lower. I'm going to gently take a few of these leaves off, just a couple. Again, not necessary, it just makes it easier to keep the water cleaner. These like each other. So I'm going to take some of these bottom leaves off, take some of these leaves off. There we go. And then from here, I can go ahead and stick this right in the middle there. Well, that seems a little tall to me. So it's good. I want to show you how to keep working with it. So I'm going to go back, and I'm going to cut them a little bit shorter. Spread them out. And that looks like a good height to me. I can tell that I want to put some in between. And then I want to probably have some shorter ones for around the sides. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these a little bit shorter, and you'll see that that's going to give me some dimension there now. Do that on the other side. along as individual sides. So you can see now they're kind of interspersed. Pretty. So now you can guess what we're gonna do with this. We've got some bear grass here. A lot of times I'll just stick bear grass all in one clump, and I'll find a way to just get that all the way in there, and then you can spread it out. You can send it to one side, a little bit of asymmetrical action there. And then here we're gonna do the same thing that we did before. These are about the right height already. So I'm gonna take them here. I'm gonna do a quick trim, just a 1/4 of an inch, just to get fresh cut, basically. And that's where I'm gonna start. And then one by one, I can put them wherever I think that they can fit. There's something really interesting to know about tulips. Tulips are the only flower I know that will continue to grow longer even when it's cut. So if these are hiding a little bit, they're gonna grow a little bit and they're gonna open, so they'll really stand out once we end up with these all in the arrangement. So you can see I'm just putting them, I can even go 2 together. The ones, it's really natural for tulips to hang a little bit. It really creates, again, more texture. So I'm putting some along the sides, along the front. You can also put them in here at a little bit of an angle. You can jiggle these apart and get some more space in there. So pretty much, we're almost there. Doing a couple of these together. This is not the only way to do it. There are some other, a little bit more complex ways. As long as you go gently, we're gonna fit them in there. You can also notice I'm kind of picking the whole thing up to make more room. So instead of it being bunched together, we can create some more space in there when we want to. Like this. Open it up a little bit. Is in here. And then pushing it back down into the water. How are we looking? That's another good thing to do, is turn your arrangement and see how it looks from each side, especially if it's going to be in the middle of something, and then make sure you've kind of covered all the areas you want to cover. And voila. And then you've got a lot of play to gently move them apart. What do you think? How's it look? All right. So that's the basics. And enjoy. Have fun with the process.